We want to continue with some other top stories that we are following for you, and it has to do with President Trump's administration and the battle with New York over congestion pricing. Now, the deadline was supposed to happen, but now the administration is extending it out a little bit more. And, well, that is good news for the New York governor, who was pushing back big time on this with the Trump administration. So to break it all down right now, let's go out to Fox News' Chelsea Torres, joining us here with the latest in this New York 1-2 punch coming on.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. You know, actually, the state of New York is saying that having this extra price just to enter this part of Manhattan is actually decreasing traffic by 11%. And the state is even saying that car honking complaints are down 70%. But a lot of New Yorkers that I've talked to, they actually say that they haven't seen much of a difference in traffic. Not only that, they say there's already that extra cost when you're already in a pricey city. The Trucking Association of New York has an active lawsuit and says the congestion pricing is unconstitutional.
It's the nature in which they are attacking our industry, our essential industry that is non-discretionary travel, that we have an issue with. Certainly, it is in effect now. It is costing people now. What the future holds for congestion pricing, I think, is anyone's guess.
When someone drives into parts of Manhattan, cameras take a picture of your vehicle, and then you'll get a bill for it. $9 per day for just regular cars, and even up to about $21 for commercial trucks each time they enter the congestion zone. The state says the money will go to improve subways, and the governor has refused the Trump administration's demands to end the program.
A lot of people were against this in the beginning. A lot of people tried to politicize this. And now we're starting to see more people who are understanding that they may have said no on the front end, but now they're benefiting from it. The more those stories get out, the more the message will get to Washington and the leaders there about this is something that is working.
And Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy did call this, quote, an unlawful pricing scheme, but does say that it can't go on for another 30 days while these discussions are going on. Mike.
Yeah, it's such an interesting concept, and of course being studied all the time in New York. And I just wonder too about, you know, the gig workers too. How does that impact, say, like if you have a driver for DoorDash or other ones? Are they impacted like maybe just a regular driver?
So I'm not sure about DoorDash, but I will tell you, Uber drivers and taxis, they're actually at a discounted rate. And when I was talking to that trucking association, they said that Uber drivers, the Lyft and taxis, they make up about 53% of traffic. Then you have the commercial trucks that make up about 9%. But again, depending on the size of your truck, it could be astronomical for when you're going in and out of the city. But the one thing that I've learned is that for the Lyft drivers, Uber drivers, and taxis, they can put that extra cost onto the consumer, which a lot of these delivery drivers, commercial trucks are also doing the same for their consumers. So not only is it just affecting the people that are driving in the city, but it's affecting the consumer that's also going to have a higher price on their ticket.
Yeah, so true. Keeps adding up. All right, Chelsea Torres, thanks so much for joining us, as always, on Live Now from Fox. We appreciate it. All right, we'll take another 2-minute break. Be back with much more in just moments on Live Now.